This is Daily Cheddar. The topic of today's podcast, is inflation or the lack of inflation. Most of the consumers don't really understand inflation. Inflation is caused by you, whether you like it or not. That's the way it is. Now, inflation is described as prices going up and people paying higher prices. So if you pay higher prices for gas or you pay higher prices for eggs or whatever the case is, then you got inflation. What it doesn't account for is people giving up their power. What do I mean when I say that? As a consumer, you are the most powerful group on the planet. There is no one more powerful than you as the consumer. There's 7.9 billion people 8 billion people on the planet. 7.9 billion are consumers. You control what happens. The billionaires and the millionaires don't. You control what happens with your buying, your purchase power. The problem is you have given that up to the billionaires. You have ceded to them. So whenever they raise the price on a particular item that you might like or buy, just say for instance, orange juice, right? And they raise the price of orange juice higher for the premium brands. You're paying a higher price instead of seeking an alternative. Basically, most of you are married to these products because you like them. Well, ultimately, you've got to like your pockets more than you like this particular product. That means that if Minute Maid is your favorite orange juice and Minute Maid goes up by $1 and goes from $4.59 or 2 for $6 or whatever the number is right now, and it goes to $7-8, and they're saying, well, the war in the Ukraine has affected prices. No, it hasn't. If it did, there'd be a shortage. The reason why the prices are going up is because of the greedy billionaires that are trying to bleed the consumers for more money. And they're using the war in Ukraine as a reason to raise prices. There is no shortage. Ukraine doesn't make orange juice. Ukraine doesn't make gas. Ukraine doesn't make your favorite product in the supermarkets. That's greedy billionaires raising prices unilaterally because they're trying to bleed the consumers even more. So now, consumers, you have a job to do. You have to look into yourself and go, what can I buy that I'm not supporting this particular practice? Okay, and you got to make a switch. You've got to switch from your favorite cereal. You've got to, if the price is going up, you have to make a switch. You have to move away. If gas is going up, you've got to move away to the EV cars, or the buses or the train. You've got to move away and be able to exercise your power. What happens if the price of Minute Maid, for the example I just gave, nobody buys Minute Maid because everybody switched to a generic version? Guess what? There is no such thing as premium orange juice. Let's get that out the way. That's the elephant in the room. Orange juice comes off the tree, and then they juice it, and they put it in a box. The guys who spent money, the names that Minute Maid, Tropicana, so on and so on, those guys spent money advertising to you so they build a brand loyalty. Orange juice is made from the trees. They didn't do anything special to the orange juice. It comes off the orange tree. So can we just stop the madness, please? So Don't get married to a particular brand. Your job as the consumer is to switch to what's best for you. Stop complaining about the prices going up and take back your power. Your power is to move to what's most advantageous for you as a consumer. Stop paying the price going up. Years ago, I used to have tickets to the Knicks, the New York Knicks, the basketball team. Started out as a 10 or 15 game thing, package, and then they every year they raise the prices. And every year that you paid the price raise, you're giving them your power. You gave them the ability to raise prices. Why? Because they were greedy. And all of these billionaire people, they're greedy because they keep bleeding the consumers. And most consumers have a fixed dollar that they make. Guess what? Billionaires don't care. They're trying to get to the next level, the multi-billionaire level. And they see Tesla, Elon Musk at couple of $100 billion, and they want to get there too. So they're going to get there at your expense. Their money is your money. It's just all of your monies put together in one spot. Okay. So the billionaires get their money from you. They don't get their money independent of you. They get their money from you. So when you pay that increase, that money goes into their pockets. It goes into the stock price. It goes into their stock options. Their money is your money. Can we just get that through your heads, people? Consumers, you're being bled by the billionaires. Their money is your money. You are giving them your money because you're married to their product. Okay? So if we start to shift our thought process, when I buy a stock, if the stock I buy starts to move higher before I buy it or while I'm buying it, I'm going to find the other stock, a lower price stock that does the same thing, and buy that instead of buying the one that's on the move or running away. I don't chase it. Don't chase these prices, consumers. Find an alternative. Don't buy the orange juice if it goes higher. Don't buy the gas if it goes higher. The problem that consumers don't have, or the lack of clarity, is that the billionaires that control all of your favorite products need to make money monthly. Just like you need to make money, they need to make money. If nobody buys their product, the price comes down or the price goes way down. What happens if they make zero sales? Because everybody shifts their buying, the price is going to come down because they need to sell it. It's already manufactured. It's already in the warehouses. It's already done. They already spent money doing it. They're only trying to be greedy and make more money. If you stop buying their product, they'll see the shift that the consumer is now not moving and not willing to pay for an increase. Price will come down. I promise you the price will come down. There is no billionaire, no product, zero, that if nobody bought it today, if zero people bought it, the price would remain the same. The price is going to come down. You determine the price. They don't determine the price. You know why you determine the price? It's the price that you're willing to pay. That becomes the price. So if they raise the price and nobody pays it and everybody shifts and buys something else, or you go buy the generic version, guess what's going to happen to the price of that product? The price is going to come back down. Why? Because they need to sell it, and they know they were selling it at 2 for $6. And so the consumer is not going to go for the increase, which is the, $1 or $2 increase. So they'll go back to the price that it was before. Or even if you shift and nobody goes back, when it goes back to 2 for $6, they'll come down to 2 for $5 or 2 for $4 or 2 for $3. Because it's already sold, it's already bought, it's already done, it's already manufactured. They need to sell this thing for the stock price. They need to sell this thing for their money. They need to, your money is their money. So they got to get the money from you so that they could go buy a yacht or they could pay for their $500 million mansion. Get it through your heads, consumers. Your money is their money. If you stop giving them your money, they stop becoming greedy, and they'll now shift the way they think because the consumer has seized control of their wallets. Stop crying that the prices are going up. Start doing something about it. Shift your buying patterns. Stop marrying Kellogg's. Stop marrying Fruit Loops. Stop marrying all of these things that you like. Start marrying your wallet and do what's best for your pockets, not for your likes. Consumers need to take control. Daily Cheddar out.